with is this guy. I didn't do the intro, so he's not the host. He's just a guy.
Oh, is that how it works? Like I need
Yeah.
your authority to become the host?
Yeah. It's not the show. This is something else. It's a little extra. It's Maurice.
Hey. Yeah. After a short break, after this exciting match where I also have to kind of walk a line, right? Like I like to joke about, oh, I'm so good, I'm like the heel, right? But I also don't want to be too heel. I don't want to say, oh,
Yeah.
the last match where the clearly better player took the like, nah, I can't say that. That's too much. Yeah, after 2 matches and a short break, we're back for the 3rd match of today, TheWhitley versus MannedTooth.
Yeah, a pair of horrifying faces.
That's true.
Appeared on screen before us.
That's true.
Generally, some pleasant emotion from MannedTooth on the right, and then something very much unpleasant happening on the Whitley. Is that the face you make when you eat an entire 10-inch round Dairy Queen cake?
The left or right?
The left one. That's what the Whitley's flavor text is.
I guess so. Or maybe it's before. If you're really excited about EQ cake.
No, nobody is that excited about Dairy Queen cake. The Whitley has a very solid 52% win rate. It's their 9th mystery tournament, plenty of experience, and made it all the way to 9th last tournament. And currently sitting in winners 3 with MannedTooth, right? I believe that's the match we have in store for you. MannedTooth, of course, newcomer, 1st edition, joining for the first time, and doing quite well for himself.
Yeah. So probably 2-0 for both of them. Oh wait, no, the Whitley had a bye apparently, right? 11?
Yeah, finished 9th.
Well, we've got a bunch of 9th, that's why it said 11. There we go, Skyling.
Bright Shadow and Skyling Garden Defense, which sounds like some kind of Plants vs. Zombies.
That's what I thought.
It's a lawnmower. It's a Flomo grass blaster. You basically run around, you touch all the tiles, you avoid.
That's the genre you came up with. Yeah. What genre?
I don't think it's gonna catch on. MannedTooth beat Piper in this game Eve that we always like to talk about with your little robot legs. And then also beat Grubblesaurus in High Seas Havoc, a sort of Sonic-like, though not quite nearly as fast.
Yeah,
for the Genesis.
I would almost call it a mascot platformer.
Yeah.
It's like the genre that, like, you can imagine what it plays like if I tell you it's a mascot platformer.
For the Genesis.
Yeah, especially for the Genesis.
Turns out Sonic won that war. The seal, what's his name, from High Seas Havoc, ain't exactly being added to Super Smash Brothers. Winners 3. The winner is going to move on to Winners 4, which is a pretty prestigious place to be. It'll be a sort of repeat for the Whitley, who went all the way to 9th in Mystery Tournament 17. Would have a second really good run, and it would be a heck of a first showing for MannedTooth. Oh, his name just is Havoc. They put it in the title. Gotcha. The seal, that is. The seal from High Seas Havoc.
Maybe his name is
which everyone was wondering about.
And he's high. The Brawl song is crazy. Probably my favorite one.
They went big for this one.
It really goes, you know? Those where no Smash Bros. Song has gone before.
A game has been selected from the giant bag that we keep them in in the basement of the Mystery Funhouse.
Yeah. Sometimes we one time we had a leak and then all the games got wet. That's unfortunate.
It took days to dry out all those games.
And like we had to like sort them out. Some got wetter than others, and some didn't really do so well when wet. Like we had a Sokoban game, and all of a sudden all the boxes started sliding around. That was bad.
The puzzles became unsolvable with ice physics. You needed to go just one square, but it would go all the way. It's a tough job for the moderators, too. All they have is a flashlight. You don't know what horrors are down there.
Yeah, they go to the wall. It's like, okay, pick the game in the back, like 3 layers down on the left, and then you look for it, and I don't know. Everything's kind of shifted around. You're not sure which game it's talking about.
Mm-hmm. And then the Spider Queen Logoth starts cackling in the distance, and that's when you know you really gotta hurry up.
Yeah, that sucks.
Shoutouts to all of our moderators and organizers and everything here at the Mystery Funhouse. So who was it who fished this one up? Is it Zenik Reverie doing this one? Is it Mooware? Seems like it's Mooware. Probably the number 1 match moderator. We color code these matches in our spreadsheet to know who was the moderator for each one.
It's a lot of green.
And Mooware has this bright green color. It is dominant as I scroll around.
Hold on, is this song... Okay, thank you. That's the 3rd loop.
Moving on to some similarly heroic trumpets from Soul Calibur.
It's a fighting game, right?
Yeah. It's getting more evil, though. The evil flame. Makes sense.
Getting more evil.
I mean, listen to it.
It's pretty evil. Sorry, I'm kind of cleaning up my desk. I still have my controller from my game. Got all these laptops lying around because I was trying something. It's a mess.
We try to chat a little bit just to make sure like audio is good and everything before we go live. Maurice gets in here and he's just groaning about some tech that wasn't working.
It's so bad. I'm going through 5 devices and none of them have worked with what I want to do, and I hate it. But that's on pause now.
I have to build a computer. I have to put all these pieces together, and I'm just so certain that I'm going to do it, and it's not going to work.
You can ask for help. There's tons of people who love helping when it comes to computers.
And thank God.
So what do you expect? We got MannedTooth 2-0, win rate of 100%. On the left, only like 55%, 18-16. Like clearly the win rate is for MannedTooth here.
Yeah, if you were very naive, you could say that clearly MannedTooth could not lose because they have never lost before.
Who did they play? Hold on, there is that. Viper and Greeblestars. I mean, those aren't bad.
Respectable wins.
Yeah.
There's really not too much to speculate on.
Would help if we know the game, but like I would like to reveal the game earlier so there's time to talk about it and maybe look at previous times or whatever you come up with. But then maybe there's a technical issue and then we spoil the game that wasn't ready, you know?
Yeah. We had a race where the players started, and then they realized, like, oh wait, now that I'm playing it, I remember I've totally seen this before. I'm not blind. So we had to just fish that one. Not fish. That's the reverse of it. We had to stuff that one back in the bag.
Fish it into the back.
Yeah, we have a hole down to the basement, so we can. It's easy to put things back in, but it's climbing down into the hole. That's the problem. Getting games is the hard part. Which is why it's taken this long for these racers to get set up.
Yep.
By the way, this was on the schedule for earlier, so if anyone was expecting that match then and is only seeing it now and was troubled by that, our apologies. One of the racers was delayed.
Yeah, setup isn't
You'd
taking
know that.
this long.
You'd know it if you joined the Discord. You would
Oh.
have seen the message.
How can you join the Discord?
Well, there's a link to it in the chat.
Whoa.
Also in the chat is a prediction where you can stake your hard-earned points on a declaration of which of these two fighting phantoms will come out on top.
Okay, we got a bit of time. What could channel points do?
Yeah, this is an open question. If anyone in chat has a good idea. I think, what if people could activate the popovers for us with channel points?
I think they're a bit intrusive sometimes. Sometimes I feel bad when I click Sokoban detected or something, because it covers like half the screen.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking the things in the background, like the initial D card that just came by, or small army.
Sure.
But then, if no one uses them, nothing happens. That's also boring.
If they were appropriately priced, I think you could have a big popover. You couldn't just be like, oh, 100 points, take over the stream for 5 seconds, because you could just indefinitely have nonsense.
You can set like a delay. Like this thing can only be redeemed once every 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one of the greatest songs in video game history.
Yeah, yeah.
Like at least very, very, very iconic.
Yeah. There are probably better songs in Donkey Kong Country, but iconic? This one is way up there.
It's something like SMB 1-1 Overworld. That's iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Tetris song. Which is funny because
How
that's...
many popovers are there?
How many popovers?
Oh, I just activated one.
I mean,
There are 8.
hold on, we can go to the... We've got time. Like, one of the races isn't even live yet, but surely it's gonna work, right? Autofire... Not sure how ready, like how close to ready they are.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like the last thing they need to decide on before they're ready to go, or if it's the first thing they're deciding on, and
Yeah, one of them isn't even live yet.
is the Halo song part of video games' iconic music?
I would not recognize it. I could, like, in video game... In video game quiz, I would guess it based on the choir or whatever, right? Or is it not the choir one?
Well, so there's the intro with the like.
Yeah, that's the one I would say. I don't know any other Halo song. I don't know that song. No. Or something like Doom.
Yeah, E1M1 or something.
Yeah.
the most famous video game song in E minor.
Or like One Winged Angel, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe more. Eris's theme / the world map theme.
I like the intro. Like bombing mission, I think it's called.
Is it the like?
Yeah, but it starts with in like the in space, you know, fake space.
Yeah, I can picture it. Oh, the Final Fantasy prelude.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like iconic. Someone who hasn't played the game won't know it. And there's a good chance they know One Winged Angel. Like a better chance, not a good chance.
But that's just Final Fantasy VII. The prelude is in all of them.
Is it?
Yeah. It's in there somewhere.
What's... Are they live? I don't think they're live. Not live for me. I mean, they're not ready yet. Oh, there we go. They're live.
I see them. Does that weird police siren sound happening constantly in Pac-Man count as music?
Alright, check it out. We have a game. The Bananner Nababber.
Bananner Nababber.
Bananner Nababber.
Zenik Reverie very helpfully said in the chat at some point, in the race chat, he said, "Oh, this is a remake of Banana Nababber." Okay.
Which, this game?
Yeah. Bananner Nababber is a remake of Banana Nababber.
Okay.
Understand?
A bit.
Understandable.
Like the end of the words is different. It's like not the superlative, but the one before that.
Yeah.
Anyway, look at
I
our
don't know
cool.
anything about that other game.
Look at our cool popovers while we have the time. We got Mr. Do It.
Yeah.
We got
use-
Sokoban.
He's Mr. Undo for when you need to undo things.
Yeah, and that-
Sokoban detected when we see a box.
Yeah. We got Tank Pro.
Tangible progress for when a player is stuck, but then it gets unstuck.
And then we have a special one, which plays a sound when I show it. Oh. I do have to enable the player background. There it is.
From Armored Police Metal Jack, of course. We all know.
That was a good race.
One of the iconic video game songs for sure.
Yeah, that's true. This little 3-second jiggle is about as famous as Overworld Super Mario Bros. Then we have Big Boints from
Big
Metroid Prime
Boints.
Pinball. Except it's edited so it says Big Boints instead of Big Points. Because ID was like, but why does it say Big Boints? When we raced the game, it was pretty good. Then we have Keep Ambitious from Shovel game for the PlayStation.
Oh, why can't I remember what that power
Shovel.
power shovel?
Power Shovel. Yeah, the shovel
Power
game.
shovel.
We've got Jolly Escape from like 300 or 2,000 different games.
Oh my god, the way that it comes tumbling in is so good.
Jolly Escape.
Oh man.
And then we have Good Play.
Good play.
When you
We
do a
don't
good
really
play.
want to add bad play for when you do a bad play.
Yeah, I already feel bad enough when I do Mr. Undo It.
Yeah, well, that's just like someone can undo. It's usually bad if someone is undoing, I guess.
Right. I asked for audio. TheWhitley said that he has clean audio.
Looks like MannedTooth has some kind of overlay that puts some emotes on their stream or whatever.
Oh, we can join in. is the big points emoji.
We have game audio now, and I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I almost thought, oh, it's like a weird remix, but that kind of makes sense, right? That this would be a remix of a song in Bananner and Nababber.
I guess so.
This is one of the iconic video game songs as well.
It's true, both players are from Canada. I'm not sure. I don't think we have too many Canadian.
Oh, but we did have a match like this already. I remember saying like, oh, what do you think about the team kill?
Was it? It wasn't Bright Shadow versus TheWhitley. No. Who would it have been? Oh, that one guy.
I mean, I can tell you all of our Canadian players if that helps.
Oh, okay.
Well, gotta be faster than the racers here. I gotta sort my database.
But also, some people choose to use pride flags or whatever rather than the country they're from, so who knows? We might have more Canadians lurking. Oh, it was Arc Bliss versus that one guy.
Okay, flags. Where's C? C should be pretty far up. Oh, we have quite a lot actually. We have Cephal, Nighty, Arc Bliss, Zelo, Fleeky, MannedTooth, and Nico, Trent, that one guy, TheWhitley, Snowdozer. All Canadian representatives.
I don't think I realized Snowdozer was a fellow Canadian.
This is surprisingly much, I'll be honest. Like, it's like 10 people. And you.
I'm here too. Hello.
Yeah.
Here to cast this race. RaceBot is counting down. What the hell is Bananner Nababber? We're gonna find out.
Oh, weird. This guy. I didn't know we were this guy. I thought this was like a cutscene and this guy is just walking. Oh, is Bananner Nababber the boss rush? So this is gonna be a boss rush too?
I don't know.
I remember. Apparently we're shooting these things on the side at first and then the boss maybe? Yeah, the boss is shaken.
Health is on the right. Player health is in the middle in the green. I don't know what the gray meter is.
Can we not shoot straight up?
It seems that way.
I think the gray meter is the helicopter.
Oh, you can fly. Okay. Whitley using it with to really good effect. MannedTooth having to stay further back.
Oh, but there's a second phase. That's always rude, right? Like, TheWhitley was kind of using his health as a resource there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, mouse threats. Oh, mouse threats over.
Try again.
Try again.
Looks like we go all the way back.
MannedTooth is also on the second stage, also has 1 HP only. We know that the burning ground hurts, and that's not obvious in games, whether like lingering fire will hurt you.
Most of the time, I think if they've gone out of the way to create a lingering animation, it probably will hurt you.
Oh, but MannedTooth doing well here. Oh, that's one kind of close, but we're doing damage.
It will be pretty clutch to get this first try.
Ooh.
What? Directly underneath the boss. It's not even using the hover. Oh my.
Oh my god.
And then dead immediately. The chomped flames. TheWhitley's health quite high this time around. It's targeting the things on the side. They seem to spawn a guy who goes off the top of the screen and doesn't matter or something.
Context for Bananner Nababber. It was a freeware game that's just kind of a boss rush. Basically this. Honestly.
Okay. With a lot of health, TheWhitley is going to get to the third phase. MannedTooth still not using the hover.
Ooh, TheWhitley is on 1 HP.
What happened?
He really have a lot.
He had like 5 or 6 or something.
Like, you lied to me.
I think the ground fire must have got them real bad.
TheWhitley has to shoot this thing somewhere.
Is always going for the things on the side. I don't know what they do really though.
Can you even hit them anymore? I thought they're no longer hittable.
Yeah, because Whitley killed them. You can see they're kind of big and glowing from MannedTooth, who is not killing them and is doing just fine.
Oh, I thought you
for
kill
having
you.
not
You
killed
have
them.
to kill them at the start.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, apparently not. MannedTooth got
I don't
beat
know
up,
what they are.
says the game. No! The Whitley doesn't jump!
The jaws of defeat. It's gonna be hard not to tilt. You don't want to start your race off like that.
I mean, so when I'm racing this, I look at the goal, right? In the previous game, for example, it said beat 3-5, so I can think, oh, there's probably 15 stages. In this goal, it says boss 3. And we know that this is a boss rush, because the first thing that happens in this game is you fight this boss. So there's really not a lot of game. And that makes me
Yeah.
think, oh, if I die, it's not so bad. They expect me to die, like, take 5 to 10 minutes for the first boss, just based on, like, difficulty curve and how long each boss should take in order to come to, like, this standard 30 to 45 minute mystery tournament goal.
Okay, this is sick. MannedTooth is using the hover and then shooting diagonally down.
Oh, that's a
At the
lot
boss.
of damage.
And the purple things are, there's 2 little extra fire shots that spawn from these kind of innocuous random locations up above.
They're not mattering.
Yeah,
Boom! Victory achieved!
MannedTooth dodges them.
The voodoo mask is down.
A little over 4 minutes to beat the first boss, so clearly this race is going to be over. 12, 15 minutes, something like that. No way these bosses get any harder or longer. Kind of a lot going on already in the second boss. There's a snake that appears, and it seems to be kind of random where it's going to come from.
Do we have to shoot
Little
something?
turrets all over the place. The red guys. That's what MannedTooth is aiming for. One down. The Whitley cannot get hit.
Your weapon has a huge, like, drop. So you can
Oh.
stand... Who died?
The Whitley could not find a safe place. Just ran out of space on the left.
MannedTooth is no longer flying. Yeah, there we go. Alright, phase 1 done. Use phase 2, I guess.
Got a lot of fish heads. They went up. They're coming down. You can't shoot straight up, so enemies coming in from straight above you is kind of a problem.
Not being able to shoot straight up is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Phase 2
MannedTooth
already
doesn't
down.
care.
The boss is hiding. We gotta kill the red dudes. Watch, we're getting shot by the Metroid Cheerios.
Yeah. Down to 1 health.
Oh, we can shoot the Metroid Cheerios shooters.
I think we have to.
Do we?
That's the last one. Here's the boss.
Whoa.
Double snake.
The hover is really good. Like, I feel like the hover is the difference between making it and not.
MannedTooth.
Oh,
Does it only have 3 phases? We're not gonna find out.
where was the hover?
You gotta jump, you gotta shoot. I imagine hover is also the jump button. Paceman obviously would make this clear if we bothered to check it, but maybe like a button overload sort of situation.
Wait, no, it like refills not when you touch the ground. It's like on a timer or something?
Oh. Jumping slows the recharge of the hover. Interesting.
Oh. So you have to be on the ground for so and so long, maybe.
Yeah, look. It's not there. Now it refills. The Whitley got 4 health. Boss, more than half dead, is discovering the hover and shoot diagonal down.
It's also discovering just leaving these purple things alive.
Yeah. Needs to sometimes just shoot on the ground, though. There it is.
Yep. Oh, MannedTooth in a bad spot here. Ouch.
Yeah, the gray bar is the hover.
Yeah, we got hover, our HP, boss HP, whatever random means.
Yeah, I find that kind of unnerving. We generally don't like randomness in our races.
It likes these middle 3 platforms that don't disappear, and I agree.
Yeah. Oh, you can shoot the little pegs You can shoot this thing. I
Yeah,
think.
there's the Shiryu shooters.
Oh, I thought you meant the red guys.
Yeah,
Those
you
are-
you
those
do
need
have to.
die to advance the phase.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's a lot of Cheerios everywhere. Maybe it's time to shoot the Shiryu shooters.
Yeah, it's like a death by 1,000 paper cuts here. Every now and then, some stray little thing gets a hit on MannedTooth.
Whoa!
Just
Bottom of
slipped
the
into
screen.
the pit.
Gets the last hit in.
The Whitley's gotten pretty banged up. Oh, it's going to be going for that shooter.
They died pretty quickly. But, like, maybe I would at least kill the ones on the right, since I'm looking to the left when I'm shooting at the boss anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Chomped.
Game over.
It
It was also really
gonna
funny
be a lot
because the player sprite in that game just disappeared, and the only, like, notice that something bad happened was the text that said player dead.
I don't even think they disappear. I think they just kind of stand there.
That's even better.
Alright. MannedTooth really good at this first phase. Well, the Whitley went up for the hover, and then a snake came out, and they were like, oh, I gotta keep hovering until this snake is gone, because I have nowhere to land.
The snakes are getting MannedTooth a lot, but also MannedTooth is doing a lot of damage to this boss.
Yeah, I mean, aggression works out, like, the aggression would work out if this boss was 2 phases, right? But it's not. It's more.
Ouch.
A little more caution is required.
So the Whitley is also, like, between phases 2 and 3 here. Trying to shoot the red guys. No longer trying to shoot the Cheerio shooters, I think.
Kind of given up on that, but then gets got by that same Cheerio shooter.
I think it was actually the boss that also shoots Cheerios.
It was a yellow one.
Oh, yeah, okay. But wait, so they respawn? Are they just not active at the start? Because they exist at the start. Shooters.
The purple guys, I think, would respawn in the first fight. Sometimes there's just a lot of stuff, and MannedTooth is like, whatever, I'm gonna get hit by it.
Give me the iframes.
Is not taking the foot off the gas, right? We've talked about before about how a good strategy is to go as fast as the game will let you, but then once you realize that it's not letting you, you gotta slow it down.
At least looking good here. Oh, what? So
Has half health.
is this phase 2 or 3?
Oh,
Oh, what?
just slipped right through. Was trying to land on something down there.
MannedTooth, just based on the timer, is between phases 1 and 2, I assume?
Yeah.
Oh no, not even. This is phase 1. But it kind of stays out, maybe? Between 1 and
It's
2?
not a good start. There's a couple of angles where you can get, shots on the boss. Like, I think if you're on this, you have an upright angle.
I think it's from the left one. The
Up left.
uplift. Yeah, but from the
From here?
from the white platform. No, the wide one.
Gotcha.
But
But
also,
this sort of like up and down hovering, sort of like there's death. Death is everywhere.
yeah, that's
you
the danger zone.
You kind of can't stay anywhere, really. Wherever you go, shots are going to follow. You might maybe want to start working on like some kind of rotation, where like while you're up here on this part of the route, you're like shooting this thing, and then up here you're shooting at that, and then down here you're shooting at the boss. And
Whitley is almost on the third phase of the boss, but also is on 1 HP, is on 0 HP. Boom!
that is not a Tetris. That is boom death for Whitley. There's a a really annoying little yellow homing ball that the boss is doing.
Yeah, it like it only hopes a little bit, but like once it's past you, it gets confused.
Yeah.
So you have to worry about it for a little bit, but then you can relax.
MannedTooth is almost dead.
Whoa, that's a lot of Cheerios.
Did a really good job of staying at the top of the screen with the hover, but did not quite dodge the very, I was going to say corner of the Cheerio. It's a circle. It does not have corners. The very outermost edge.
Whitley's on phase 2 here. Flying fish face. I'm doing well with the hover here. You can shoot this guy from here, yeah? This guy, I'm
Knows
not
the
sure.
angles.
Same angle. Like same position. But it's looking pretty good. 3.5 health.
Good damage.
Oh, didn't have the hover there. Jumps early.
Has
Gets
hover
hit
again.
a lot. Has like 0.1 HP.
Is burning the hover. The Cheerios are so fast.
It's that day for Canada.
MannedTooth on phase 2. Health is pretty low. It just got way lower. That's gonna be no, not even the end of phase 2, and then there's the death. It really seems like investigating. We've seen like these angles, right? TheWhitley has this one, had this one, right? Like you really want to know these sweet spots. There's a sort of investigation happening.
To get through the middle, like the stage intermissions as fast as possible.
Hmm.
But yeah, so we got this, we got this, we got this, and we have this one where you gotta hover.
Yeah.
That's the 4 angles. And for the boss we got that, we got this. That's basically it, I think. Maybe this, I'm not sure. Put a question mark.
I think that one's a 1.
Alright, phase 2 wait, no, this is phase 3 for TheWhitley. Getting hit by some Cheerios here. It has destroyed both the Cheerios at the top.
Oh, the boss is almost dead. Uses the last of the hover the snake from behind, but the boss dies moments before Whitley does.
I think he got hit by the snake, but had just enough health. It's a new boss?
I'm not sure exactly
it's a new boss. The plague bug.
This is, I assume, the 3rd boss.
It's the plague bug.
Definitely. Look at it.
It's, I mean, kind of. But yeah.
I don't even think MannedTooth is particularly close to getting the 2nd boss. Even though they did so well so early.
Yeah.
I don't know. None of their attempts lately have even really got to the 3rd phase, and if they have, it's been at a scrap of health.
MannedTooth is just getting hit way too much with all kinds of stuff.
In games sort of like this, shmups and stuff, there's a tendency to sort of look at the thing you're shooting at when you kind of got to shift your focus to your character and where projectiles are and where they're going to be a half second from now.
I mean, that's kind of the
where
fun of
you
the
can
games,
go.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that SNES game called? Gege something?
Gegege no Kitaro.
Yeah, that's a game that's a lot like this.
Not quite as bullet hellish as this, I would say.
That's true. And you don't have as much movement options. Like the standard SNES movement option set. You move very slow, you jump pretty slow. Good luck.
So I've not fully appreciated what Plague Bug has to offer here. Obviously the platforms move.
It's got homing bullets that keeps hitting the Whitley.
There's some friends down there.
I guess you don't want to be on the floor.
We're gonna see the end of a phase.
Boom. Alright, some of the platforms are no longer there.
You can hit these guys
Oh,
on
now
the
it's
side
flying.
here where
Perfect.
the platforms are coming from.
It's
Don't know
permanently
what the
flying
deal
now.
is. What is the Whitley shooting at? Wah!
It was like stuff
Big
dropping from the
hitbox.
ceiling.
Okay.
Now let's see MannedTooth here. Phase 2. Bat face. Or the fish face, I guess. They're like the fish that Monster X in Cave Story shoots.
Yeah. So I just saw this moment. MannedTooth is using their hover, attacking the boss, right? Cheerio comes in, and MannedTooth is like, whatever. Just keeps hovering, keeps hitting the boss. Gets hit by the Cheerio, and it's like, I don't think those trades are okay. I think you gotta eat your losses and dodge.
Whatever.
Oh, what is the... I was out playing dice with my friends out in the alley, and then Officer Leroy came out and was like, yeah, whatever. This is my United States of whatever.
Oh, yeah, now I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, MannedTooth needs to respect Officer Leroy and get out of the way here. It's on phase 2. But this race could be over at any moment. Willie could just kill this bug.
Yeah, true. It's on phase 2 already. And phase 2 is about to go down. Ooh.
The bottom doesn't seem that dangerous.
Whoa!
Oh, okay.
Until this guy appears.
Is he holding a spray can? What is that? Oh, it's dynamite!
Oh my god.
How big is the explosion?
Oh my god, that's
Oh,
huge! It's like worms.
Oh. Whitley did not want to take a chance. Oh,
boss
how
is
was Whitley not
pretty dead, like,
the health bar is empty.
I assume Whitley is gonna die, because that would be quite clutch. But I mean, look at this. Boss is halfway dead-ish.
The big guy with the dynamite doesn't look like he's coming back.
Good. I don't
And the
want
guys
him
who
to come
spawn
back.
from the bottom, they die really fast. Like, they're not a threat.
Oh, the ceiling.
That was a fast-falling drip of red.
Too much to keep track of.
Yeah. The platforms stop. Like at the start, the platforms sort of keep you safe from the jumping boss, maybe? But, like, later on you want to be under. They're your shield from the drips. So I like that as in terms of, like, the boss design or whatever. Okay, MannedTooth.
Phase 3. Well, 2.5, I guess. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah.
Hasn't destroyed any of the Chi intruders. The Chi shoots. Yep, there we go. Gotten by the Cheerios. Cheerios.
Did the Cheerio.
We don't have Cheerios in Germany.
Do you not even like any like roundos, like any kind of knockoff?
We got honey rings, I guess. Are they honey?
Yeah, you can get honey nut Cheerios.
Oh,
That's a
honey
very
nuts.
common- Yeah.
Oh, almost got hit by the kappa there.
In fact, Cheerios. I don't think regular Cheerios even has a mascot, but Honey Nut Cheerios has the bee. Now that I think about it, what's that about? Dynamite's here. What? What? Oh god, he threw it to the right side of the screen, but it's bouncing left.
Oh my god, it's going all
Whitley
over
could
the
not
place.
handle it.
That was so rude. Because it takes like so long to explode.
Uh-huh.
So it keeps you guessing. Where is it gonna go?
Yeah, he threw it to the right, but the area to avoid was the far left. Very unintuitive.
But yeah, someone in chat said that this game is a remake, and when I mean I saw the previous game, but also if you look up the Bananner Nababber, like the previous game where it just ends on an A, it's the same bosses. You can tell it's the mask, it's the weird dragon that MannedTooth is fighting,
Oh.
and then it's the plague bug.
We haven't talked about the bizarre little character you play as, this sort of like Mr. Saturn with attitude.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's talking.
Yeah, I don't know what he says. That's gonna be the middle of the screen. Oh no!
Oh, we got absolutely wrecked.
I thought it wasn't going as far as it was the last time it blew up on the left, but I guess it was. Yeah, that guy who pops up has very Altered Beast, wise from your grave energy to it.
I love the guy. I wish to see more of the dynamite guy.
Well, we're gonna have to if we're gonna beat this boss.
Right,
MannedTooth trying to
MannedTooth.
transition to that last phase.
Yeah.
Watch out for these yellow Cheerios. When they come out, you must respond appropriately.
And they all come out at once. Gets hit
Yeah, if
twice
you are
there.
in the middle of the screen, that's when you are going to be surrounded by all four, right?
Yeah.
But if you're here, you can dodge this one, then dodge these two.
Ah, got hit by the homing crusade. MannedTooth needs to destroy the Cheerio shooters. I'm calling it.
Yeah, they are very problematic. Their attacks are fast and frequent and from all four directions. It's a bad combo.
Right, TheWhitley on phase 3.
What is
Now?
going on with the boss's health bar? Okay, there. Okay.
Whoa, we got wrecked by the guy before the dynamite guy. If you know what the guy is saying, send us an email.
Yeah, send us an email to...
Commentary at mysteryfun.house.
I can't wait. I can't wait for someone to send us an email.
Yeah, feel free to send us one.
TheWhitley has taken a little bit of damage. Oh, and then just took some more, point blank. This is we got the drips though. This is phase 2.
We got the drip? Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, the guys who spawn at the bottom, aside from the guy who throws the dynamite, not threatening. The dynamite at the bottom of the screen's pretty safe.
They die really fast. The problem is you walk really slow on the bottom, so you gotta be jumping a lot, and that's dangerous with like the drips.
Yeah, but you can see him dripping.
Whoa, oh my god. That was close.
And they're almost always going to be in the middle.
Oh my god, that was too close. We got hit.
It
Okay,
really
it's
doesn't
gonna
wanna mess with the
it's gonna go on the
dynamite,
left. Oh, it was
Oh,
almost
it
center.
came back to the middle. That's hard to read.
Especially when the first time he threw it, it just stayed in the middle.
It was a very shallow throw. The bug will jump all the way to the top. I think maybe if he jumps up to your height. This attempt is not I would just take a dive if I took this much damage on phase 1.
Alright, let's see.
Okay.
MannedTooth is on 2.5 here. Is accidentally shooting the Cheerio shooter. Has destroyed one of them accidentally, I honestly
While
think.
dodging a Cheerio with a jump to bait out a shot high.
3 HP. That's pretty good. Lots of pucks
This is
in the
looking
chat
pretty
apparently.
good. Everyone is very excited. As well they should be.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
The snakes are blocking the shots. The Cheerios
But
are
it's fine,
coming in.
We've got
A
the
dodge.
Yeah.
Aggression. Closes it out.
Just as the TheWhitley dies, so we're tied in a sense, but obviously not, because this game is a game about learning boss patterns.
MannedTooth does not know that a weird gibberish-speaking man is going to pop out and throw a stick of dynamite.
And then it takes 5 seconds to explode, but when it explodes, it explodes.
God. Some of these angles not quite working out for TheWhitley. That one does. Phase 2. The drip is coming. Gotta be mindful. It's mostly in the middle of the screen, so the corners kind of your friend here.
Yeah, especially in phase 2. I think in phase 3 it becomes a little more widespread. Oh, it's like concentrated where you're standing, so you gotta be moving. And in
You gotta
phase
move,
3 it
okay.
changes. We were like,
What's
thing
the
of-
little fly?
an enemy.
Oh, it shoots things.
Oh, he's already here!
There he is.
He comes at like a minute.
It's gonna be on the left.
Probably.
Wait, the boss's health refilled? Maybe this is phase 3 then?
This is phase 3.
Okay. I didn't realize how much.
Because
damage
it's doing the Arcanoid thing. The ball from Arcanoid.
Oh.
Oh, good hits.
Oh, lots of enemies spawning in.
Oh, let's on the fly. We are on Super Mario.
If these flies continue to spawn in, they're gonna start to take up a lot of space on the screen. And you're gonna try to clear them out, but they got a lot of health, so they're just gonna absorb all of your shots too.
I think we're trying to die here. Got hit too much. Let's see how MannedTooth is doing. This is phase 2. No, this is phase 1. Never mind. Ouch. We had that thing where we ended up in the boss's hitbox and it kept following us. And we're trying to get out. It's not working. Not hype.
You can see TheWhitley is trying to always sort of stay horizontally away from the boss. I say, yeah, there, right? They had this diagonal sort of thing going on.
Yeah, doing it.
If you're right on top, he's gonna jump up and get you.
Alright, phase 2? Yeah, this is phase 2, the flying phase. Regular flying, not Arcanoid flying.
Phase 2 for MannedTooth, but it ends very quickly. What is TheWhitley doing? It's trying to destroy the platform mover.
Was just a little afraid of all the projectiles, I think. Whoa! Whoa! That was crazy. Right, he's a fly. Yeah, these flies take a lot. Oh my god, it's this guy.
Looks like he doesn't do contact damage.
It's gonna be on the left again. Phase 3. We've got 1 HP. Any hit is death, and there's one.
We started getting the Mortal Kombat theme. The music takes a turn.
I think when the guy appears, the music goes different.
It's his theme?
Yeah, hell yeah. I love the guy.
So TheWhitley still has a very real advantage here, but this is not over for MannedTooth.
Oh, you can kind of bait the boss. It's going to where you are when he jumps up. So if you're in the middle platforms, he will jump only to the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not getting a lot of hits in that way. I faced 2 for MannedTooth and for TheWhitley. MannedTooth almost dead though. Doesn't even know about the dynamite.
Oh, yeah, he's having a lot of trouble dodging. God, the music is so epic.
Right, he had 1 minute.
A good submission.
1 minute, the guy's appearing. No? I thought it was on a minute. Maybe it is based on the boss HP.
TheWhitley dies up in the top left. Deaths for both players.
Would be quite exciting if there's a comeback here for MannedTooth, right? Because TheWhitley took a little longer on boss 1, then the MannedTooth took a little longer on boss 2, and then the comeback.
Mm-hmm. You couldn't script a better match.
But it's not looking likely because TheWhitley is doing so much better.
Oh, no way. The guy with the dynamite is based off of how long you spend on the ground.
Oh.
If you're down there for too long, you get punished by having to deal with that guy. Interesting.
I mean, also, he's not that punishing, honestly.
Yeah.
If the ground is better, I would still stay on the ground.
The ground seems decent to me.
Not looking good for TheWhitley. This is not even phase 3. Not even its final form.
So I think the players had to... They were talking about whether or not they would use auto fire. I hope this is auto fire.
Oh.
I would hate to think they were mashing this attack the whole time. But I did see TheWhitley, was it like their attack was just kind of going like bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, sometimes. Right, phase 2 for MannedTooth, not bad HP. Got hit by the boss. That does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Good angle over here. Oh,
There's
man.
this thing that happens sometimes when a boss has a lot of health and you finally, like, it's hard to deal damage to it, and you finally find a position or an angle that lets you get some hits in, and you're like, yeah. There's this real tendency to not want to move from that spot.
Yeah.
You just get magnetized to it, and it's the cause of so many of the hits they take.
We saw it especially much on the dragon. Dynamite! To the middle.
Oh, you can shoot the dynamite.
Oh.
That's what changed its angle the first time. All right, we're in Arkanoid mode.
Yeah,
There's a little bug coming directly on top of the Whitley. You cannot stay here. You're going to have to move.
We're also in insta-death mode. We
the
got crapped on.
Oh, MannedTooth's hover runs out. No platforms. Lands directly on top of the boss. Loses 3 of their 6 HP.
We want to avoid that.
I don't have any easy answer for what to do here. Like, there's just a lot of annoying things all over that you need to watch out for and not let hit you.
Maybe there's an argument to be made for patience. Maybe this is a game about avoiding hits more than getting hits in.
Mm-hmm.
Where Gabriel Cabron? Maybe he says Cabron at the end.
I hear Cabron, but I didn't want to say it because it's like, why?
I mean, Mexico has this skeleton theme going on sometimes, right? The
Day of the
Festival of
Dead?
Death or something, yeah.
Yeah. Dance de la Muerte. Maybe that's a little bit of what's going on here. Okay, a lot of the bugs flying around have been defeated. It's... Okay, 2 more just spawned, though.
It's looking really good. We've got 7
It
HP.
is.
This thing has 2. 1.5-ish.
Taking the moment to kill one of the approaching bugs. Not getting too zeroed in on the boss health. Maybe not even looking at it. It's just sort of being defensive.
Oh, this thing is dead. I feel like there's no way we die here, right? No, there is not. 3 phases like all the other bosses.
That's it. 35-32, the official SRL time. TheWhitley is moving on to winners 4. MannedTooth is not out of it. They are dropping down into the lower brackets. This is not the victory sound. This is a sad sound.
A victory side. I don't think I have one.
This is the ominous sound of someone having to fight Maurice in the next round. This is one of these games that taunts you when you die, too. What a total disgrace.
Yeah, hold on. I do have a victory sound. Oh, you can't hear it, but it's playing, I promise. People are clapping. Yeah.
TheWhitley will come and talk to us once they swap their headset. MannedTooth, now that they know the race is over, is sort of taking a moment maybe to even interact with their chat and things.
Oh, 30% just got a payout because MannedTooth lost. That stinks.
But it's not a forfeit, so they might just be, well...
They are offline.
Maybe they'll keep playing off stream.
He's Plants vs. Zombies.
Okay, I see both racers, so let's grab them.
Oh, you still...
Hi.
Hello.
Oh. Game's stressing me out, man. Yeah, for sure. It was stressful.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was. Did you feel like you were sort of shifting more and more towards I need to be more patient?
I was trying to find the right spot to be for a lot of them, and I like so many things you don't know if it's worth destroying or not. But it was like that last boss. It was like really RNG on whether you got the right cycle. Like if he starts in a bad like timing or pattern, it's so much harder to dodge. Like I'm not sure if you saw, but anytime that he synced up with a cycle where he was shooting from the center of the screen, it was significantly harder to get around because the bullets sometimes would just do that like super sharp turn and like home in on you. And it was driving me bonkers. And then that last phase where you're like, oh, he does these like, angled bounces, and then sometimes he's just like, screw it, different angles. You're like, ugh. So I kind of rekindled my approach on that last phase, and that really helped. But also,
Sorry.
I was gonna say that dynamite. Not happy about that, dude. What the hell's that guy got?
Yeah, MannedTooth didn't quite get that far. It turns out, because MannedTooth was playing mostly around the platforms, if you stay on the ground for too long, apparently, that's when a guy pops out and throws a stick of dynamite at you.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't see that, but did you also had to go back to your settings to change the drop-down option? Because
I
had
considered
trouble.
that.
Because I was trying to aim downward and jump at the same time, and then I
Yep.
was always falling down, so I changed that, and it was much easier.
I
after that, yeah.
I 100% was considering doing that, and I was just like, no, I've committed to this. I'm gonna stick it through. Maybe I can make it work. And I was sitting there, I'm like, yeah, that is the sneakiest. Like, remove that from the paste bin. Don't tell them to change drop down. That is, it is. The game is designed with down intentionally being the drop down. It is significantly quality of life to not jump down through platforms. I killed myself
for
on the
sure.
first stage, at least twice with that. Maybe probably more than that. It's like, that the aim down thing, because it's so key to be aiming down, and then you still want to be able to dodge. But oh my.
It was a fun game though. Really
I
fun.
usually
Yeah.
like these boss rush games. Like I usually do. I think just being in a race, it gets you going even more. So it's probably
for
what
like
has me
better or worse when you're going even more.
worse. It has you more rattled because you're trying to make like aggressive plays because you don't want to be like you're losing time every time you die, but you don't know how much and whether they're suffering the same or if they had just a clean phase, right? Like they might have just burnt through it for all it matters.
I almost got the second boss on my first attempt, and then I died. It
Yeah.
had only one health remaining, and I was like, dude, I cannot be losing time here, and I did for like 10 minutes.
I had I had a similar thing where like my first time on the second boss, I was like, I got pretty far. I was like, I'm feeling pretty good. And then it wasn't working. Like I was making like dumb plays. I was having weird things. And then eventually the time I beat it, I destroyed more of the stupid yellow orb shooter, like the sphere shooters or circle shooters.
We've
Yeah,
been calling them
I know what you mean.
Cheerios the whole broadcast.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of a couple of these. Maybe it just clears up the screen enough that I'm not getting like chipped out by just running out of glide, so I can't dodge them.
Yeah, I considered that too, but I was like, that takes time, and I didn't want to take time, but I maybe should have had. Yeah.
A
Yeah,
lot
no.
of your deaths came from the yellow Cheerios catching you like in the middle of the screen where they would all kind of converge in the middle, and you would just kind of unavoidably get hit by one there, one here, one there.
Yeah. They are chipping at me, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what when I came to that conclusion, I was like, yeah, I need to probably get rid of these to just give me that extra wiggle room for like the final part. The thing that got me the worst was on the first boss. I was doing okay, and then I got like the first time I got really far and then died. I hit jump and it just didn't register, and I was like losing my mind. I'm like, please don't tell me my controller is just having a freak out or something. And then that was a one-off, so I'm like, I'm lucky. I don't know what I did that I managed to negate my ability to jump, but to start the race when that happens,
Huh.
You're like, oh no, I don't got time for this.
On the first boss, I thought I was done with it, and so I didn't expect more phases. And then he just dropped on the floor, and I died. I was like, bro, if I had known, I would have jumped.
The first time he hit me with the shockwave, I was like, I should have saw that coming. It was like such an obvious, like, telegraphed attack, but you're so busy looking at all the other stuff on the screen, right?
There's so
Yeah,
much stuff.
did you
Sorry.
feel like in general you were able to like appreciate like where you are, where the boss is, where the attacks are, where they're moving, or were you constantly just sort of reacting to things that suddenly were about to hit you?
I was able to do it, but not as good as Whitley, apparently. But yeah,
It definitely is one of those, yeah. As you become, like, the first time you kind of just, like, you're trying to take it all in, so there's a lot more reaction, but at each run, you're kind of like, okay, well, I know things are coming from here or here, like, it gives you that, like, you know, that knowledge each time you die, so it's just like, I just gotta remember now, like, you know, it's gotta make sure you don't forget between this just happened and then the next run.
it reminds me a
Sometimes it
lot of Cuphead. So I played that game, so Cuphead is something I'm familiar with because I played a lot of Mario Maker. So
Oh, fair.
dodging enemies is something I'm used to, but there was way too many.
Yeah, it was a tough game. You both played well,
It was fun, yeah.
and
I
neither
enjoyed
of
it
you is
still.
out of it. The Whitley, you're
Yeah,
moving on to winners 4, and that means you are versus Fleeky. I think I misspoke earlier. You're versus Fleeky for the right to face Maurice to
Yeah.
to maybe make top 8.
The Goon Squad's coming from Maurice. We're gonna get you. One of us.
Okay, okay.
We got 3 of us down here. Now it's 2. It's alright. I mean, just gotta hope I get the right game.
And MannedTooth, your next opponent is Polari,
All right.
which is another strong opponent. Has been to top 8 before. Usually does pretty all right. It's a tough road, but we wish you both the best of luck, and thank you so much for coming out, racing, and coming to talk to us.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
thank you
much.
very much. Alright,
See ya.
take care, guys.
And with that, our broadcast comes to a close.
Oh, look at that triple. That's not gonna
That's
happen.
all at the same what are we gonna... Oh no, wait, 2 of those are the same.
Oh. Why are they the same? I didn't notice.
It's on the schedule twice, so it's not your fault.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Maybe they both were like, okay, sure, at this time, yes, okay. And then they both went and
Yeah.
filled up the form. And
Yeah, I know what you mean. Hold on,
good to see they're both on the same page.
I've got this thing still. There. Nope. Nope.
So we have 4 matches for you tomorrow. That's a lot of matches for a Wednesday, but like you said, there's a deadline coming up soon.
Yeah, Friday. Got like 10 matches left or something.
No, we are not going to try to fill 20 hours of airtime.
20 hours.
Maurice?
We can play through all of Phantasy Star 1, 2, and 3.
No, not even.
What if I go fast?
I mean, yeah, if you speed ran all 3 games, you could do it probably.
Yeah, surely you know what I like the speedrun route and everything.
Not at all, but there is a trick on the 3rd game. It's there's 3 generations. You have the first generation. You have a cutie that you like, and then you get married, and then you have a kid, and then you play as your kid for the 2nd part of the game, and then it does it again for the 3rd part of the game, and you can skip the entire 2nd part of the game if you cast the return spell immediately before you visit a church, and it like brings you back to the old church in the first part of the game. It like
But it's a
sort of
glitch.
warping you back in time.
It's a glitch. Okay, good. I thought this was like the most hidden secret Phantasy
No.
Star.
They overlooked it. So then you go beat that boss again, the first generation boss, and it's like, generation 3. Then here you go. Skip the middle third of the game. Phantasy Star 3 is not very good. I wouldn't want to play it again under pretty much any circumstance, even having fun here with all of you. We could skip that one and go to 4. But we're not. We're going to go. And we're going to come back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can join the Discord, join the community, get a roll, find out when matches are happening. You can subscribe on YouTube, where we upload all of our VODs. And you can obviously follow us here on Twitch. And that way you'll know when we're live. Or you could just write it down in your calendars. Tomorrow, 4 p.m., Arius versus Tetsuya, going to be kicking it off. Maybe we'll see you then. Take care.